Disclaimer. The voices and images in this video are made with AI technology and do not represent their real-life counterparts or affiliations. They're for parody and entertainment use only and should not be taken seriously as such. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, everyone, let's jump right into the session. We turn our gaze away from Baromir to a much earlier time in the day. The sun is set high in the sky, beaming with warm rays of light, making a nice and sunny afternoon as we turn our attention along the border wall that surrounds the town to the gates of Prosper. In the distance, the wind kicks up the dust and debris of the dirt road that leads outside into the other provinces of the island. The occasional wander or merchant can be seen walking along, going to and from the gate, as our focus follows what seems to be a person carrying a boar on their back, heading towards the gate. Bush, can you please introduce your character?
Absolutely. My name is Walcorn Hedge. I'm a half-elf, specifically of human ancestry with Iuveran heritage, who was born and raised in Prosper. I mostly spend my time hunting around in the forests nearby to hone my skills as a ranger and earn a little coin culling the local boar population. As you can see, I just got a fresh kill, and I'm heading into town to sell the meat and skin.
I swear, Georgie, you're always looking for an excuse to hunt pigs.
What can I say? My Texan blood yearns to hunt any invasive pig that trots on my land.
Ha ha ha, yeah, my blood does that too sometimes.
What?
Oh God, Sleepy Joe got into Hunter's stash again.
My blood feels like a bubble bath right now.
That's not good. We really need to visit a doctor sometime, Joe.
Stop stalling, Kimberly. Where is Walcorn going?
Oh right, as I was saying. You find yourself at the gate into Prosper, following a queue of people looking to gain entrance into the city. When it's your turn to step up, a guard stops you and says,
"Afternoon, Walkie. How's the hunt today? Hope that beast didn't give you too much trouble."
I know this guy, right?
"Yeah, you know the guard standing before you. His name is Tim."
Great, I'll say to him, "Hey Tim, please, I've been hunting in these woods longer than you've been on guard duty. You kill enough of these guys, you'll never have trouble."
That's good to hear. These things cause so much trouble eating everything they can get their snouts in. And the muddy mess they leave is absolutely terrible. Not many people take on these jobs, so your help is appreciated.
I don't need any thanks. I make decent money on the meat and pelts, plus whatever the guild offers for each kill.
Well, if nothing else, thanks is what you're getting out of me.
Tim then gives you a nice pat on the back for your hard work.
Right, enough chit-chat. Best not keep you waiting. Show me your badge and you can be on your way.
Hey Kim, since I grew up in Prosper, can I say I have an adventurer's badge?
Sure, I would say your character has one.
Sweet. I produce my adventurer's guild badge from my pocket and show it to Tim.
All right, everything looks to be in order. Go on ahead.
Thanks as always, Tim. Let's grab a couple of pints tonight when you get off gate duty.
As long as you're buying tonight, haha. I'll see you then, Walkie.
You both wave goodbye as you head into town. You walk inside Prosper with the boar on your back, and the streets are filled with people walking around as they go about their lives.
Hey Kim, since I live in the city, do I know my way around?
Tell you what, roll me a society check and beat a 14.
Boom, 17 total.
Oh yeah, you know where you need to go. It's common knowledge to you.
Great. I'd like to get the boar I got butchered, then I'd like to stop by the guild to collect my reward for the boar culling bounty.
As you recall the bounty, you remember that you need to show either the body or a pair of tusks for each kill to collect your reward.
Speaking of, how many tusks do I have?
Let's roll a d4 to see how many pairs you got.
I rolled a 3.
Not bad. 3 pairs in total. You'll need to stop by the Seaside General run by Wellmina Brooks and drop off the boar to sell. Then you can take the tusk to the guild house and trade them to get your coin.
Great, let's head over.
Sounds good, but first, give me a perception check. The DC is 15.
I got a nat 20, baby.
Nice. With that incredible roll, you notice something odd. Being a practiced hunter, you are keenly aware of your surroundings, and you just happen to notice this cloaked figure looking around in this alleyway. Almost as if they're making sure that they're not being followed. With that said, do you want to investigate?
Hell yeah, I want to investigate. My instincts are telling me that there's something dangerous afoot. I'll be damned if I let anything happen to this city.
Hopefully you'll actually find some weapons of mass destruction this time.
A man can only dream, Donald. A man can only dream. Anyways, Kim, I'm going to enter the alleyway and place the boar off to the side, and I'm going to sneak my way to the corner that guy went into.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Does a 16 total work?
More than enough, Hedge. You are a shadow as you creep along the alleyway, going from cover to cover until you turn a corner and see two hooded figures talking in secret.
Cool. I want to lean in and listen to their conversation.
You get as close as you can, about 10 feet, and take cover behind some crates nearby to listen in on their conversation. You hear them say,
"Quiet, you idiot. You want everyone to hear you blab?"
Sorry, I can't help it. Like I said, I got the box back. Are we ready yet? For fuck's sake, I'm going mad sitting around doing nothing.
Relax, the boss says. Everything goes down on the night of the festival. So don't do anything stupid till we make our move.
Ooh, I can't wait. We're gonna make so much money off this job.
I can already hear the coins clinking in my pouch after we're done with them.
Holy shit, a conspiracy. I gotta tell someone about this.
Hand me the box. I just gonna make sure you got the stuff.
You got the key right?
Course I do. The boss would skin me alive if I lost it.
Let's have a little look-see then.
The first guy reaches into his shirt and pulls out an odd-shaped key like a necklace, then brings it close to the chest. Hedge, roll me an Arcana check real quick.
I'm not trained in this skill, but I'll try. Oh, hamburgers, that's only a 6.
You know it's some sort of key, but you can sense a faint magic emanating from that object. That much is clear to you. In a moment's notice, the chest is opened, and the two look inside.
Kim, can I get closer to see what's inside the box? I'm assuming 10 feet is too far away.
Right, you'd have to get closer to see the contents of the box. Roll me another stealth check, but this time the difficulty is much higher.
Oh, crab apples. I got a 13.
Hedge, you try to move in closer, but you knock over some empty bottles next to the crates you were hiding behind, and the two hoodlums are alerted to your presence.
Shit, someone's been listening to us.
Who's out there? Come out from behind the crates, we know where you're hiding.
Kim, I'm going to swiftly exit cover with my bow drawn and ready myself to take a shot if they immediately attack me.
The two figures ready themselves, then in a swift spin, you ready your bow and have an arrow notched, pointed at the cloaked men before you. Are you gonna make an attack?
No, I'm going to shout, "Hey, stop what you're doing right now."
They both look at each other for a moment in bewilderment, then one of them speaks up.
Who the nine hells are you? You don't look like a guard.
Yeah, why do you care what we're doing? We haven't done nothing.
Exactly. So why don't you fuck off before you get hurt, stranger?
Save it. I overheard what you two are going to do at the festival, and while I have no idea what it is, I'm going to make you guys tell me what your plan is. So how about you start by telling me what's in that chest?
Roll me Intimidate.
15.
The two look at each other again, then back at you.
All right. Fine. Have a look.
He signals the other to open the chest, and he leans forward a bit, proceeding to open the lid of the chest slowly. Hedge, roll me a will saving throw DC 14.
Dang, no good. My will save isn't high, and I only rolled a 10, so 13 total.
Hedge, you lower your guard to try to look at whatever these two have in their possession, but then the one with the key holds it out and shouts, casting daze on you. You then feel a jolt of pain in your head, clouding your mind, and causing you to relax your bow and hold your hand to your head to try and ease the pain. You take 2 damage and are stunned momentarily.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
The key holder then shouts to the chest holder.
Run. We'll meet back later.
Don't have to tell me twice.
The two start running. The box holder runs one way, while the key holder runs another. Hedge, the pain stops, and you come too, but the cloaked men have already sprinted a good distance going in opposite directions. You have a split second to choose. Who do you go after?
I'm panicking, guys. Who should I go after?
Go after the chest guy. Whatever's in there has got to be important.
What about the key? That's got to be important too if it's magical.
Dang man, I'm not sure. They both sound important.
Time is running out. You gotta choose now, or you'll lose both of them.
Damn, oh, screw it. I'll go after the one holding the chest.
With no time to think, you act on impulse and chase after the guy holding the chest as you dash towards him. You both weave through the alleyway, a look of determination in your eyes, as if hunting prey. The guy then turns around a corner towards a small pathway littered with crates and assorted goods stacked on top of each other, blocking the path before you. He then tucks the chest in his arm and pulls out a mace, and with great force, he smashes the bottoms of the crate pillars as he runs by, causing them to topple over and obstruct your path before you. Give me an acrobatics check. DC-17.
19 total, Kim.
You effortlessly vault over and dodge the damage crates and produce, blocking your path. Mere child's play to someone who is accustomed to traversing difficult terrains. Your training in the forest greatly aids you in the chase of this scoundrel. The guy looks back at the wreckage he caused, hoping to have stopped your pursuit, but instead sees you hot on his trail. He becomes desperate to lose you.
I've got you now, you brigand. I don't know what you're planning, but I'm gonna put a stop to it right here, right now.
I don't even know who you are, you bastard. Leave me alone.
The chase ensues. You get closer to him, Hedge, soon to be in your grasp as you both find yourselves out of the winding alleyways and into the market streets, filled with people crowding the various street vendors and shops along the way. The man darts into the huge crowd of people in an attempt to lose you. Roll me a perception against his deception.
I got a 10 total.
Damn, that's funny. I also got a 10. Hedge, you follow suit and plunge into the crowd of people. You shove and maneuver your way through the horde of consumers as people shriek in surprise or shout out at you with disdain for your unruly manner.
Hey, watch it, you crazy bastard.
Excuse me, sorry.
Keep your hands to yourself, mongrel.
Terribly sorry, ma'am. Pardon me. Ouch!
Oof. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry, in a hurry.
You pass by while keeping a watchful eye out for the guy's cloak or chest. With great effort, you emerge out of the wave of commerce and into the less crowded streets and scan the area for your target. It doesn't take long as you spot a suspicious figure holding a chest tuck away in their arm as they turn a corner in a brisk pace.
Hell yeah. You're mine now, you crook. I follow suit as fast as I can.
As you follow suit and turn the corner, roll me a reflex save.
It's not good, fellas.
Why, what did you...
I got a natural one, Kim.
Oh, that's not good.
R.I.P. to my dude, no cap.
Hedge, as you turn the corner, your foot suddenly slides to the side and you crash down to the ground hard. Your vision blurs as you are momentarily stunned from the weight of your fall as you try to stand up from your dazed state. As you do, your hand slips under you and you fall on your face again, the ground strangely cold to the touch. Then you snap to, realizing the ground beneath you has frozen over, an icy sheet before you, as you look up to see the cloaked guy struggle to hop through a window that's too small for his size.
What kind of Looney Tunes bull honky is that, Kim? Did this guy cast a freeze spell or something?
Hey man, you're the one who rolled a nat 1.
Honestly, that's kind of rigged.
Hey, that's my line.
Dang, this guy must be a spellcaster or something. Be careful, Bush.
It's fine, guys. I got this. Kim, I want to crawl on the ice and get up when the ice patch ends. Then I'm gonna shoot at the guy with my bow.
Hedge, you rapidly crawl along the ice till you get to solid ground and stand up. The crook with his lower half now through the window is still struggling to squeeze through the comically small hole.
I yell, "Stop right there, criminal scum!"
Nice.
Great reference.
With a sudden gasp, the cloaked man is startled by your presence. But that shock was enough to get him to suddenly slip inside the window, and it shuts with an audible click.
I'm not letting him get away. Kim, I run up to the window and draw my composite longbow. I want to shoot this guy's leg through the window to slow him down.
With the window closed, it's gonna be a difficult shot. You gotta hit a 17 or higher, so make it count.
Damn, not enough. I got a 9 total.
You run up to the window and notch an arrow. You take aim and fire at the cloaked guy. It releases and shatters the glass in front of you, flying into the building. Unfortunately, your arrow misses the guy and hits a metal pot, causing it to ricochet inside the shop until a scream is heard.
Shit, that's not good.
Unable to hit your mark, the cloaked guy shoves the front door of the shop open and makes a sharp turn to the right. Before he leaves, make a perception check real quick, Hedge.
Finally a good roll. 21 overall, Kim.
Before the guy makes his escape, his cloak exposes his arm for a brief second. Your eyes glance upon his shoulder and a tattoo of what looks like a bag with a hand coming out of it. And Hedge, you recognize that insignia.
Wait, that tattoo. No, he can't be. I never thought I'd see that again. That.
Bush, what are you talking about?
No spoilers! This realization shocks your mind. Images of that tattoo scars your brain, almost like a memory you've repressed long ago, now resurfaced. As you start to disassociate, a man comes around the corner shocked and bloodied, your arrow protruding out of his arm, and he starts screaming, which in turn snaps you back to reality.
Guards! Guards! A crazy man just shot me and my window. Someone please help. Guards!
Oh, crab apples. I focus up and try to get the guy to calm down. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. Please, calm down. That guy that ran through your shop was up to something. I was just trying to stop him, but my arrow missed, I'm really sorry. Let me help you.
Make a diplomacy check, but with disadvantage.
I got a 19 and a 13.
You try to reason with the man, but due to his injury, it's not enough to convince him. In his shock, he bolts towards the front door and runs outside, proceeding to scream for the guards.
Guards! Guards!
Shit. Guys, what should I do? I'm freaking out over here.
I hate to say it, but I think you gotta run. There's no way you'll be seen as innocent.
I hate to agree with Crooked Joe over here, but he's right. Get out of there. They got you on too many false charges. And I don't think you have any lawyers to back you up.
Bush, if you run, you'll look even more guilty. Just explain the situation to the guards and it'll work out.
You begin to hear loud footsteps approaching. What will you do?
You know what? I'll flip a coin. Heads I stay, tails I run. Well, I'm gonna go back the way I came, but I want to jump over the ice patch so I don't slip again.
Okay, roll acrobatics. You gotta get a 13 or higher.
Heart of the dice! Yeah, I don't make the DC Kim. It's 14.
You try to jump over the ice, but land in the middle of the icy patch. You slip and fall on your face again.
Oh, hamburgers!
Oh, damn.
Oh!
That's gotta hurt.
Hedge, the momentum of your attempt to jump the ice slides you across the slippery terrain, bringing you to the other side. You flip over, and your gaze is met with the tip of a sword. You realize you're surrounded by 2 guards with their weapons drawn. One guard says,
"Halt! Raise your hands up slowly. No funny business."
Kim, can I do a diplomacy check? I want to try and convince the guards to chase after the cloaked guy before he gets too far.
Sure, go ahead and roll for me.
Finally, a good roll. 21 overall, Kim.
It's a success. What do you say to them?
I raise my hands up, but I also say, wait. There was a suspicious cloaked guy running away from here holding an expensive-looking chest. I was chasing him through the market, but must have created this ice patch and then ran into that building and took a left turn out the door. You gotta catch them.
And the guard you are talking to looks at you intensely. His gaze looks over your person, trying to find any hint of a lie, evaluating your words and determining the best course of action. Without breaking eye contact, he tells the other guard to go back and look for any suspicious individuals. His attention turns back to you. Still wary of your actions, he keeps the tip of his sword pointed at your temple. But then, in a swift motion, he sheathes it back into his scabbard and helps you up from the ground. He then says,
"So, who are you? And why were you chasing someone through the market? Did they steal something from you?"
My name is Walcorin Hedge, and I was minding my own business. But then I saw 2 creepy fellows in an alleyway talking about something going down at the festival. They had this strange key and some sort of chest that had something ominous in it.
Ominous? How? Was it something dangerous?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not practiced in magic, and I didn't get a good look inside the chest, but it felt off somehow.
So what you're telling me is that you chased some guy under the assumption that his magic box was off.
Well, when you say it like that, you make it sound like I'm in the wrong here.
You said it, not me.
Listen, there's one more thing. On that guy's arm, he had a tattoo. It was a hand clawing out of a sack on his shoulder. It's the insignia of the bagmen.
I'm gonna make a straight intelligence check to see if this guard knows what you're talking about. He rolls an 11. The guard says to you,
"Bagmen. Are you referring to that story about the dangers of walking alone at night? You know that's for scaring children, right?"
No, not the fey creature or the children's tale. I'm talking about that group of bandits that kidnap people. The ones that sells them off like cattle at a market. If you go after him now, we might be able to prevent something bad from happening.
I'm gonna need another diplomacy check from you to convince this guard. The DC is 20.
I didn't make the DC.
The guard, having listened to you long enough, changes his tone to one of annoyance and says,
"Listen, buddy, I don't want to hear some made-up stories about potential slavers or the like. I'm trying to find out the cause of all this ruckus. And from my point of view, it seems to me that you were chasing some poor sod who may or may not be a criminal throughout the streets on some wild goose chase for what? A magic box and weird key.
I know it looks bad, but...
And not only that, you had the brilliant idea of shooting an arrow through this gentleman's place of business and is now bleeding out on the ground."
He points to the store owner who is passed out on the ground with a guard tending to his wound and is casting some minor healing spell.
Wait. Hold on. What makes you think that I shot an arrow at the poor guy?
Are you really gonna try to lie to the guard about the ownership of the arrow?
Yeah, I want to roll for it.
Georgie, you haven't been rolling so hot today. Maybe you should just tell the guard the truth.
Nonsense. I can feel it this time. I'm gonna roll big.
Fine then, roll me a deception check. Trust me when I say this, you want to roll high.
Oh my gods, it's a natural one.
You try to tell the guard that the arrow isn't yours, but he then shows you the arrow which says property of Walker and Hedge carved on the shaft.
So you gonna tell me that's not your name?
My name is George W. Bush, and I am the pres.
All right, I heard enough.
With that, the guard raises his hand and waves. Then suddenly, another guard appears behind you and slaps handcuffs on your wrists.
Wait, what?
As you hear the click of the cuffs and feel the cold steel entrap your wrists, he says to you,
Harming people within the city walls is against the law, and as punishment you will have to either pay the fine of 15 gold pieces or spend some time in jail. What will it be?
I don't have any money on me now, but I was about to sell some pelts and meats. If you let me go now, I can pay you back later.
Roll diplomacy against the guard's diplomacy. 15.
10 overall.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that one again. Looks like you'll be coming with me. Relinquish his weapons!
The guard who is restraining you takes your bow and arrows, as well as your short sword on your hip.
You can't do this. You gotta believe me. We're in danger. They're coming for the city. I'm sure of it.
As if anyone is stupid enough to attack the city. Now stop stalling. The cells await you.
You persist about the dangers of the bagmen, but unfortunately, they fall on deaf ears as they take your weapons and belongings, and thus, you are escorted to the jailhouse. As you're walking, you can't help but wonder what those two mysterious guys were talking about. What were they planning? What was in that box? What was gonna go down on the day of the festival? Too many questions, but not enough answers. All you can ask yourself now is what is their next move?
This sucks, Kim. I don't want to go to jail.
Well, that's too damn bad. Roll better next time.
Man, those assholes got me in trouble with the law. No way I'm just gonna forget this. I'm gonna find that chess guy and give him a piece of my mind.
That's the spirit, Bushy boy. No, don't let the allegations beat you.
Hell yeah, we got your back, man.
While it's not canon yet, I'm with you, George. Don't let these events get you down.
Thanks, boys. I swear once we meet, we're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. Until then, what happens now?
Well, what happens now is you'll be escorted away to the jailhouse and serve your time in the cell that awaits you. And as such, we will take a pause in your adventure and we'll turn our attention to another player eagerly awaiting to start, and we continue into the next chapter of the story.